My name is Lauren. I'm a volunteer for MAHM. I lead on all things people and strategy. That includes supporting our volunteers who lead certain areas to build their strategic goals to help us move MAHM forward. And it also means that I talk to potential volunteers and match them for roles within MAHM. So I am looking out, begging for some volunteers. So find me later if you're interested. This slot is officially our AGM, and it's the portion of the conference that we need to do to comply with our constitution as a not-for-profit organisation. Now, some of this can be a bit dry, so we've put a lot of it online for you. If you wish to see our accounts, you can see them on the link that will be sent out to you later. If you'd like a copy of our minutes from our last AGM, please email Becca. She'd be happy to share them with you. We also need to confirm our committee members again for this year. You will find those in the back of your newsletter in the bag you've seen today. We are very lucky. All of our committee members have said they're going to stay on for the next year. Woohoo! So thank you very much for those people. But again, more volunteers, very, very welcome if we've got any more. And that's kind of the admin done for the AGM. And now we're moving into some more interesting meaty bits. So we've got updates from some of the people who lead certain areas in MAHM. First up, we've got Anna. Anna, do you want to come and join me up? Woohoo! There's some singing for those of you online who won't be hearing that.
Hello, how are you? We are very happy to say hello to you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. With my baby. Hello, dear daddies. Hello, how are you? We are very happy to say hello to you. Da 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 da. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum. We don't know if they're here, but oh dear children, hello, how are you? We are very happy to say hello to you. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum. Just one more. I don't know if they're here. Hello, dear politicals. Hello, how are you? We are very happy to say hello to you. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum. Right, we are part of the.
I don't know if you heard that online or not, but if not, we can share you a replay of that song later. So Anna heads up the campaign side of MAHM alongside Anne, who will be, there's an Anne and an Anna, so it gets confusing, but Anne, who will be joining us again later. Anna, I'm going to hand over to you for a brief update on campaigns.
Yeah. Okay. I know nothing about campaigning. I have completely wrong this. Is that the right English? I don't know. But Ange and I, Hazy Haze over there, a lot of our friends in our village, I'm hearing a lot about community, and I'm hearing about in the olden days how you used to have a community, and I feel, and I know Ange and Hazy feel, that we have somehow created that in our, I'm not saying we've done this just ourselves, but it is, maybe it's a model for the future, I don't know. But I might not be able to hold the microphone because we need to wake somebody up. Hazel, no, I don't know if you know what's coming, Hazel. So Ange and I do a library song time. I was talking to someone before about, if you're feeling, I don't know, it helped me getting involved in my community and getting to know people. And then the value that I felt about what I was doing, it really grew. And I feel really strong. And I know Ange does, and I know Hazy Haze that she does. So I'm not going to go on for ages because I have somebody in the bag who is much more of an expert on this. Right. So you're all going to help, and we're going to say, I wish little baby Eddie was here, but he's not here. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Fox. Lauren doesn't know about this.
I have got no idea what's going on right now.
I don't know anything about this. All right, we ready? We're going to do Wakey, Wakey, Mr. Fox. You ready? Wakey, Wakey, Mr. Fox. The tampons. Sorry. We need to do it again. He's asleep. He's been out hunting all night. We're ready. And campaigning, because actually he's known around the area. International campaign guru. All right, ready? Do it one more time. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Farr. Oh, look at you, all of you naughty people. I look at you, Liz, beautiful. You are such a great energy, Liz. Where's Carol? I blow a kiss to Carol. There, look. So listen, I'm here. I lost my piece of paper. I'm campaign guru. Normally, on a Monday, I talk to all the little people and the mummies, and sometimes there's daddies. There's many people there at the library in Slathwaite. So it's become a community hub. I am the leader of it, obviously. But a real great vibe. There are loads of MAHM leaflets in there now. He's turned slightly German now. But I have to go guttural again. Okay, so listen. You're all the beautiful people here. You're all the beautiful. You all know what is inside. And so I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs, because you know what to do. But listen, if I give you some top tips, I've got 3. So, number 1, you got to talk positively about yourselves. You're all beautiful, doing the right thing. You know what is right. You do. I support you. Okay. Number 3, this is what some of my underlings, like Ange, Anna, Hazy, they work for me, and they take leaflets around. They talk about MAHM. They stalk the local MP, get really friendly with the local MP, write lots of letters, invite him down, and then when he doesn't reply, we write again, and then we say, oh, there's a great article about MAHM, we write again, and then I write again, and then he comes, and he did come, and it was great. He came, we were in costumes, Anna was dressed as Marge Sips. And anyway, you got to put lots of leaflets up, okay? I put one in the toilet of a very fancy children's shop. I get it in there. It's up there. Somebody sees it. It spreads the word. All about spreading the word of the MAHM. We're going to go covert, undercover. Okay, so you got the leaflets. You're getting them out there. Then you're speaking to people confidently about what you're doing. Okay, you're talking about MAHM. And then, number 3, okay, if you are involved in anything in your community, you have a great pull. You have a great pull to bring them to you, because they are the public servants. So listen, I contacted, who did I contact? God, I'm exhausted now from this. I'm exhausted. This is almost over now, don't worry. It's almost over. I give you one example of this. So listen, I got the names of the people at the Yorkshire. Tracy Bradbin, she is our mayor. She is a very nice lady. She lives in our village. I have not got her number yet, but I'm hoping to get it. Anyway, I contacted them. I wrote them a letter. I said, please come to the MAHM conference. Yes, and then the lady came back. She put me in touch with somebody called Julie, who said, maybe Fatima can come. And so I said, great, maybe Fatima can come. Too late, it's too late. And so then, okay, great, come to the baby and toddler group that Anna, Ange, and Hazy and baby Heather, they run it. Come down. I get no reply from Julie. Then I read an amazing article about MAHM and about, the mothers and everything. I say, oh, Julie, I'm going to send it to Julie. And so I sent it to Julie. I said, please, you all need to listen to us. You need to get Fatima down. She must come down. I get a reply. Fatima's coming down. So listen, build the community. Even if you don't feel you can do that, just speak about, be proud. Like, Liz, Carol, they're all being proud. Okay, the one thing that is missing from the campaign, okay, I need Ange up for this. Okay, this has been created at the library, story time. Everything comes from there. The most important place is a campaign song that starts with a traditional song, and we're going to do it. Mr. Fox is going away now. Okay, we're going to get the babies. All right, at the end of our library session, we tell parents, don't, God, it's like in my eyes, sorry, I'm like this. We always say, don't tread the biscuits into the carpet. You've got your complimentary teas and coffee. Ange and I go behind the hatch. We're in there chatting to loads of people. It's really lovely. It's really lovely. And before we head there, we do, Angie put this, so let's do it.
Yeah. We actually have status in that group. We are the mothers at home who have been so, we've been put to the bottom of everything in our society. But in those groups, they come to us for advice. They, we're listened to. And we're the mums at home, and we can encourage another way of being in those groups. That's what we do a lot with Mr. Fox. But we do,
so we hope that you can join in the song that we will be singing outside Parliament soon. Please join in. Don't leave us alone in this. We'll make you do it twice. Okay. Yeah, you might remember it if you're of a certain. Yeah. Okay. We're ready. So. Angie put the kettle on, Angie put the kettle on, Angie put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. Anna, take it off again, Anna, take it off again, Anna, take it off again. They've all gone home or away. You know we belong together, you and I forever and ever. No matter where you are, you're my guiding star. And from the very first moment I saw you, I never felt such emotion. I'm walking on it, just to know you are there. Hold me in your arms, don't let me go. I want to stay forever, closer each day, home and away.
Wow, I mean, that's really kept me on my toes, thank you. So to summarise, Mr. Foxy, Anna and Anne, thank you very much. We've kind of got two arms to our campaigning function, one of which is grassroots campaigning. That's what Anna's talking about right now, getting out in your local community, spreading those words, fox or no fox. So sharing leaflets locally, that is what's built a really good community for Anna and Ange and all of their friends back there. And we'd love that to happen further across the UK. You don't have to sing and have puppets. You can still have the community. If you want them, that's great too. That's the first half. And then the other part is political campaigning, which Anne will talk about later when she returns from the other forum that she's currently speaking at now. Hope that makes sense. Okay, right, we're going to move on to Philippa. Where is Philippa? Yes, Philippa is our head of communications. So anything you receive, your newsletters, your bulletins, our social media, that all sits under Philippa's team. So it's not just Philippa, she's got a lovely team. Well done to everyone who's either here in the room or online with us. So we're talking about a few things today, Philippa. First one is what's going on with our social media.
Okay, well, this is where we can get a huge amount of reach through social media, and we get a lot of engagement. Just recapping quickly on things that we do. This is on all the channels, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X. What else are we doing on? We're not on TikTok. All of the details and the social media handles are in or on your leaflets in your bags that you've received. We do get a lot of engagement, mainly with posts that relate to policy. That seems to be quite something that people react to. Also, when we ask questions, so that's been quite interesting to see what kind of things fire people up. What we need is conversion to membership. Yeah. Basically, we get lots of interaction, which is great for our reach, but we do need people to then sign up as members because we are funded by membership. So that is our aim with social media, apart from policy reach and spreading the word. So we've got a lovely team at the moment, but we do need more volunteers. We always need volunteers for everything, don't we? Please, if you even have an hour free a week, please contact Lauren. We're looking for people to comment on posts that we've posted already, to help generate posts, just anyway, basically. We're also looking for somebody to help oversee the Facebook group. That would be good. So if you've got any any moments of time, please contact Lauren. So yeah.
Great. And then I had a really nice email from someone recently who's offered to volunteer with us, and they said they'd offered on the back of our recent newsletter, which apparently was our best edition yet, according to them. So any updates on our newsletters?
Yes, so I edited the newsletter up until last year, and it's been taken over by Roxana. She's doing a fantastic job. Shout out to Roxana, I think she's listening online. So yeah, she's done a really, really great newsletter. This last one in particular, it covered a lot of, it covered the topic obviously of identity and motherhood, topic of this conference, but also about mums fitting care around work. Because obviously not every mum, very few mums can actually be at home full time. And so there's a growing talk about what does it look like if you're doing paid work based in the home, childcare, all those kind of things. So we were trying to tap into that for this last newsletter, got really good feedback. So yeah, it's good.
Brilliant. Thank you. And then the last one, which will link into Maria's conversation with me in a minute, is our new website.
Yep, so our webpage in its current form was launched in 2020. We're always expanding it and updating it. If you spot any mistakes, let me know, because mistakes do happen. Links don't always work, but overall, it's in pretty good condition. Our latest addition was the research page, which launched yesterday. So brand new. We've got 2 or 3 main themes. I think we've got maybe 3 main themes up there with an extra add-on, basically summarising all the research that's going on. And so, yeah. It's expanded as and when volunteer time allows, and basically Maria needs to tell us more about it.
Okay. Right, before we get Maria, we've got one more update before we can hear about the research, and that's from our very lovely Becca. Becca, who leads our support areas for MAHM. So thank you for a fantastic conference so far. Yes. Perfect time for a round of applause. But that's not all Becca does, and it does take a lot of her time, but she also leads our support groups for MAHM. So Becca, can you tell us about why you launched support groups in the first place?
Yeah. So yeah, you can tell support is my passion. So when I came to conference 4 years ago, as I mentioned, it was lovely meeting other mums, but I really realised that some people don't have that local group of other stay-at-home mums. So where we live in Essex, there's quite a few of us in Essex here that we all are stay-at-home mums together, and that is so important for us and really helps us to feel valued. So we launched our support groups in 2020, so the spring of 2020. They were online at first because of COVID, because I soon realised actually we were quite unusual in Essex to have a good group of stay-at-home mums around us, and actually there were lots of other people around who didn't have that community. So we launched the support groups to try and bring mums together so that they could have that encouragement, to know that they were with others on the highs and lows of motherhood. So we have 20 across the UK. I think there's a slide up there with the different locations. We've got some of group leaders here today in the room, and we've got some online joining us, so thank you to those who are already leading a group. But we'd love to get some more.
Great. So can people sign up if they're interested? How do they do that?
Yes, thank you for asking. Don't be put off by the term group leader. It's not a big time commitment in terms of involvement. What we really want is people to be a contact person, so for your local area, so that we can put on our website that there's someone in Ashford, say, that is up for meeting other mums, to organise meetups, just to have someone nearby that you can see. Because I don't know about you, but when I found that with NCT, which was great up until my son was 1, and then lots of people go back to work. So there's other mums around in the day to meet up with. We also do a mums evening once a month out for dinner, so just have the mum chat, not interrupted by little ones. So it's just a place to be with others and be encouraged. And please do come and talk to me if that's something you'd like to set up in your area. As I say, it doesn't need to take up a lot of time, and what we hope is that you'll set up a WhatsApp group for any mums that are interested in your area, and then it organically grow. You don't have to set up certain meetups every fortnight, or whatever the group wants. And ideally it's the group members will drive the meetups and will organise things, so you're just the contact person to link people together.
And finally, a quick plug for conference next year. Obviously we'll be doing this again. Can people join in and help with that?
Yes, please. So obviously we've been online the last 3 years. So I've organised that, which has been great. It's obviously a lot more work to do what we're doing today, a hybrid event. But we've had a team, and I'm so grateful for the team that have helped this year. But yeah, if you are interested in event management, if maybe that's something you used to do, or you're interested in learning those skills, we'd be really up for new people to come on board and help with different areas, because there's lots of different parts to organise, and it would be great to have more people. So do come and talk to me.
Thank you, and thank you, Becca. Last but certainly not least, we've got Maria. Maria heads up research at MAHM, and she's recently completed a paper called Universal Childcare, Is It Good for Children? And I know we had a question earlier on the chat box and in the room about the benefits of being a stay-at-home mum, the benefits for the children. We heard from Carol some of the benefits of being your mother yourself. But it's interesting that we've got Maria here with us today because we can share some of that. So Maria's going to give us a bit of a preview, and then I've got a couple of questions, Maria, if that's okay.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to talk about two things that we've been doing in research. Would you mind, Jeff, going back to the page, the research page on the website? So one of the areas we've been working on is this new website, which Philippa already mentioned. So it should be on the, it's on the main menu now. What we're wanting to do is develop a research archive in the field of childcare and child development, all the things that we've been talking about today. And the aim of this is, on the one hand, to support our, to have an evidence base for our campaigning and for our policy proposals. As we develop them, then we can refer to this body of work, and also to provide a resource for other people who are looking into this area, whether it be mums, people who are already stay-at-home mums, or people thinking about being a stay-at-home mum, to find evidence and support for the things, the choices that they want to make. And also to be a resource for campaigners in other organizations, or to for researchers and for policymakers, hopefully. So at the moment, we've focused on three main areas, and we'll be continuously developing this and updating it, and hopefully providing research summaries and just synthesizing the data so it's really easy and accessible. We've got three main areas at the moment, even though there's 4 headings, but 2 of them are 2 separate strands of the same body. One area we've focused on is all the stuff we've been talking about today and hearing about today, which is the importance of the mother-baby relationship in early childhood. So this is the attachment theory, the bonding theory. So that's one area, and we've got a list, as you can see, of lots of studies, and as I said, this is constantly being updated. So this is as much as I've been able to gather for the moment on this particular strand. So this is really when people are saying, what is the importance of mothers? Why do we need mothers at home? What is important for the first 3 years? This is where we want to have all this evidence in one place. The second strand, if you could just go back or scroll down, I'm not sure if... is what is the impact of childcare. And here there's 2 strands to this. There's the sort of impact of childcare in terms of education, cognitive development, socio-emotional, behavioral development. And this is what we're constantly hearing about from politicians. Childcare is good for your children's educational development, and it's socially enhancing and all these kinds of things. There's a very long list here. And all the research that's currently up there focuses on children under 3, which is particularly important now as they want to extend the childcare entitlements for children from 9 months old on the idea that this is enhancing and good for the development. So I've put a list of lots and lots of studies on the impact of childcare on the under 3s. And of course, there's a whole nother body of work on the over 3s, which we will also add, especially universal childcare preschool 3 to 6. Another strand of the impact of childcare is the physiological impact of childcare, which we have touched on a lot today, which is the impact on the brain development, cortisol. That's also in a separate heading up there as well. And the third area, which we've got up there at the moment, is on what do mothers actually want. So we hear constantly about how mothers want to go back to work, and the barrier is the lack of affordable childcare and so on. But actually, when you look, that's the cortisol one. Yeah, if you could go down to what mothers want. So there's a whole list of surveys some carried out by the Department for Education, some done by independent organizations and think tanks, Centre for Social Justice, Resolution Foundation, and so on. Polling, there's this British Social Services Attitude as well, which is a huge population-wide survey, and consistently the answer from mothers, especially mothers with young children, is they want to spend time with their children. If they could afford to, they would rather stay at home more hours. So the constraints are really not from mothers wanting to work and not being able to, it's mothers who want to be at home and say. So this is not only a high proportion, but in most of them it's the majority of mothers with young children say that they would rather spend more time with their children. Sorry, have I not been talking into this the whole time? No, I haven't. My apologies. I hope you heard me for all of that. So, so those are the areas that we've got up. As I say, it's going to be constantly updated. So if anyone has any research that they think that should be up there, then I'm very happy to put it up. And I will try and write summaries, as Watch have done, which has been absolutely brilliant, having those really concise summaries that people can then access and get the basics. So that's one thing we've been working on. And there was a... As you know, one of the main campaigning points for MAHM is to give mothers choice when it comes to childcare. And no political party is at all interested in supporting this, the choice for mothers. They're only interested in giving money to mothers who choose formal childcare. And the sort of justification for this is always this kind of mantra that childcare, formal childcare, is good for children. And now, of course, that as we've been talking about, they're saying that, oh, it's good for children educationally, developmentally, for babies from 9 months to be in 30 hours of childcare a week. And the big question is it actually good for children? On what basis is this claim being made that this is a good thing for children? So what I did was I looked at over 40 studies, so that whole list, which is in not that section, but the section before, of studies which look at the cognitive and socio-emotional impact of childcare on children under 3, as well as universal childcare schemes I looked at. And I looked at over 40 studies, trying to find what the literature actually says in answer to this question. And that comes back to the question somebody asked earlier. What do we say when people say putting your child in childcare is developmentally enhancing? Well, actually, on the basis of the 40 studies that I reviewed and reported on, summarized, not one single study demonstrated that childcare, formal childcare for the under 3s from 9 months, so high intensity, early, formal childcare is better for the long-term development than for children than being cared for at home by their mother. Out of 40 studies, not one of them could show that. So my conclusion was that these policies are being based on absolutely nothing. There is nothing there. There's lots of studies which show for certain groups of people who are very vulnerable or disadvantaged, or they're comparing high quality to low quality childcare, or they're very short-term cognitive. There's lots and lots and lots of studies which are being said to prove something, but when you look at the detail, they actually don't, because they're not comparing what they're saying they're comparing, or they're not actually looking at who they say they're. So the research is very, very much being misrepresented when it comes to childcare policy at the moment in the UK. So we would really, I've written a report up of this summary of this research and reported on it, and that report is going to come out soon and be published and be available for everybody who's looking, hopefully, to answer that question. But what we'd really like to do is carry on writing summaries and looking at this evidence, and that evidence will then inform our policies and our recommendations for how we give mothers more choice when it comes to childcare. Thank you.